You're telling me.
Ricardo is here with us.
Ricardo.
Kay, I don't really have I don't have a name, Kay. Because it's not like, I can't say like Que Mundo or anything. You know, it just doesn't flow.
This is Kay.
I just like Kay. It's just perfect the way it is. Now, his is okay, but I like to put a little...
Oh, see, mine's got a K in it. Ricardo.
Ricardo. Have you ever been called Ricardo?
Many times. You do it all the time.
Ricardo. Oh, man, it's welcome in. Hey, it's Monday here. Hey, hello, everybody. Hello.
We're there.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning. Kay, good to see you. Great to see you. I missed doing the adjustment, so, you know, we did that for a few weeks, and we don't have to do that anymore. Kay's always ready to go with the I got to tell Rick this morning, though, to adjust a little bit.
Mine.
We are...
I just touched it. That's all I did.
We're maybe 2 months away from moving to the new studio. I'm really excited about that. So we got the tower up on Friday, and that was fun.
Did you climb up there?
I did not. I called the guy that called it. He looks like one of those macho type guys. Real nice guy. His name's Jesse. And I don't mean it rudely. He's a man's man type. Like if something came on, I'd want Jesse on my side. Let me put it that way. This guy shows up, man, his muscle, and this guy's ready to roll, okay? And he's got on his shades. I mean, it was cool. And we noticed there's a gas line. We wanted to put the tower on the back side of the building, you know, aesthetically. Is that the right word? Aesthetically. So we wanted to put it back there. The problem is we have a drain area back there. And the drainage area, if you look up the soffit from the top of the building, you say, okay, we'll probably have enough room, right? Well, once you measured it, you didn't have enough room. The tower would have been about 7 inches in the grate that was over the drain area. So plan B, which we already had planned, you'd appreciate this, Kay. We already had a plan B in place. It's not ideal, but I think it's going to work out really good. We put it right out front over here on the side. Y'all probably didn't even notice it.
No, I didn't see it.
See, I love that. That's perfect. But it's there, and it shoots up 80 feet into the air.
Really?
Yes, sir. It's right there.
Put a lightning rod on it?
Well, the grounding strap is there. We just haven't tied it in yet. So
might want to do that.
Yeah, we got to get that in before the storm hits. That's on the agenda today, by the way. But we got that thing in, and this guy, he shows up, and, man, they're ready to roll. Now, the problem over here is right around the corner there's a little square box with some pipes going into it. Rick, you know where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Something that heats up things in the winter and you cook with it. Gas
Right.
line. I'm sitting there thinking, oh, great, we're going to have to 811 this thing because it was about 15 feet away from where the tower is.
You should have 811 it anyway.
Well,
you know what you're going to hit.
Well, so I called a bunch of people because normally what you do, well, I don't want to say normally. Some of these towers you dig down with a bulldozer. So if we would have done that, obviously, yeah, 811. But they said, man, he told me beforehand, he goes, we're not going to have to do all that. We're just going to go down they only go down about 5 inches with it's crazy to think about how it works, but they only go down about 5 inches with, I forget what they call them, those red hammer bolts. They expand.
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing was there was already concrete there, and we looked, and where that line runs, it actually goes away, so we were perfectly fine. So I was like, thank goodness. Because they drove in 3.5 hours, and we'd sent them pictures and all this. It had been in the planning for 3 months. But they felt pretty confident when they saw that on the backup plan anyways. He goes, yeah, we're not going to have to worry about it. So that all worked out.
Great.
Tower got built, and so in 2 months, we're going to flip the switch. It's actually like I think we're down to like 52 days now. So we'll flip the switch January the 1st, and then that's where we'll be in the new season. So I'm going to miss this little room, though.
I will, too.
I'm going to have y'all sign the wall, if you don't mind, before y'all leave. You know, it's just and we'll sell it. We'll cut out chunks of the wall, and we'll sell it. We could probably make a little extra money. Rick's signature, maybe a few dollars. Kay's, we're talking $30, $40.
At least.
At least. So, well, hey, welcome in as we get rolling. It is a marvelous Monday. We appreciate all of you for being here and hanging out with us. This is episode number 629. 629 times we've had the privilege to do this. Big thank you to Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com. And, of course, we couldn't be here without Kay and Rick Boehning of Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Kay, how have you been? Great week last week. Chilly today. What's going on?
Oh, just working on.
Do you know what you're working on?
Huh?
Do you know what you're working on?
Which 14,000 projects? No, I've been working on a new curriculum a little bit. and been working on some new onboarding and just been working on Cherish Your Imagination.
I was about to say I wanted to make sure, but there's something in the works in February, and we haven't announced it yet. So can we maybe tease that a little bit, Kay? Is that okay to tease that yet?
Sure. I'm working on a fundraiser for February, and we're still getting we've got the venue booked. We're just trying to work on the menu and what we're going to be serving, and then once we get that worked out, we should be able to start getting the tickets and things like that, and start selling tickets. So
the tease is this is something around Valentine's Day, right? Something.
it's going to be Cherish Your Imagination, Sweetheart Showdown.
Oh, I love it. And Bridget and I will absolutely get a ticket as soon as they're ready. So get ready for that. Kay's still working on the details, but it's going to be out soon. And as soon as y'all have it out, we're going to start promoting it, of course. But just mark your just be open sometime in February.
First Friday in February.
There you go. Mark it now. First Friday in February.
February 6th.
I'm wondering if maybe someone out there doesn't have a sweetheart. Could they still get a ticket and come solo?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There may be
why not.
There may be somebody out there. I'll tell you what. I'll adopt somebody as a. Now Bridget may not like that, but if a Carolyn Gibson wants to come, she can sit at our table. We'll let Karen come. So
We saw her yesterday at church.
wonderful, wonderful lady. Yeah. Yeah. And she's a neighbor of y'all's, right?
Mm-hmm. Not too far away.
Right around the corner, or across the street, maybe. I don't know. Somewhere.
Down the street.
Down the street. Well, it's exciting. Kay, I wanted to highlight, just kind of tease that and mention it because I don't think folks realize all the hard work that you put in behind the scenes of bringing really good events to Huntsville. You think about this year and I really, really enjoyed the Lasso Your Imagination. The bingo this year, that was so much fun. And that event and now the Cherish Your Imagination. And what a great way to have plans for Valentine's Day for your sweetheart. If that's something that I always worry about, to be honest. It's like, what am I going to do for Valentine's Day? Where are we going to go? I don't want to say I worry about it, but it's a lot of planning, and I love doing it. But I like the idea that you're having an event that, I can say, hey, we can go to this. We can support a nonprofit. I can take my sweetheart out for a nice meal, and it's just an easy peasy. I don't want to make it. It's making me
But it's
sound.
also not on Valentine's Day, so it's far enough in advance where it can kind of substitute for Valentine's Day if you want it to, but it's not interfering if you have something special, different you want to do.
Yeah, I was sitting here saying, man, I'm putting myself up against the wall because I'm like, oh, we could just do this, not have to do anything else. That's not what I meant. So, well,
Bridget's
Rick,
probably watching.
yeah, Rick, what have you been up to, man? It's your favorite day. It's a cold day today. I know how much you love the cold.
I don't really like the cold at all.
What's been
I did
going
go out
on?
and start my wife's car to warm it up for her.
Yeah, that was sweet. I got the car, the radio's playing, and my seats are warm because he hit my heat seater.
Seat heater.
Snap.
Heat seater. Yeah,
That's all right. I got a couple of those.
Heat seater.
And then the car was all warm and toasty, and I drove like 4 blocks.
Yeah, y'all are very close to here, right?
We could probably walk here if we set out 30 minutes earlier.
I heard before we went on this morning, Kay, there was a phantom radio going on, though, in the car this morning, right?
Yeah, car was being weird. It wants to play the radio when there's no key in it and no juice going to the.
I will check it out.
Supposed to not play when there's no key in it.
We are close to area back here now. If the alert went off, you know where I'm going with this.
No.
If the alert went off, there's something right over here across the street. The horns sound to let us know. Now, if those horns didn't blow properly, here's where I'm going with this. Okay, y'all said y'all are 4 blocks from here, which means we're also close to there. If that radio's going phantom, make sure there's no wires hanging down under that steering wheel.
Shouldn't be. Just got it back from my house.
I
Back from Slaughters. That's where.
Slaughters did it. I feel like, I was thinking about this, and I sure miss Sandra's kitchen. I don't know if you ever had a chance to go over there.
I went there with you a couple of times.
Her and her, yeah, you did. That's right. Yeah, her and her mom were sweet. I miss having them. And now, Mario, who has, what is that Mexican restaurant over there by Lee Barron? There's Los Pericos, and then the Venezuela.
El Carbonero.
Yeah, Carbonero. I think that's Mario that has Carbonero. Well, Mario also opened up El Pescador, which is where Sanders used to be, and it's kind of a whole.
That means something about fish, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. Yeah, something about fish and the fish or something. It's something fish, but it's weird. But it's a whole array. Like they advertise, seafood, but they have everything over there. I got quesadillas the other day. They were really good. So they took that spot over, and I'm thankful for that. But I really do miss Sandra's. It was always great to go over there. And I asked her one day. I said, "Are you nervous? Having a business right here across the street?" I was just asking her. I said, "What are your thoughts on that?" Because the Walls unit's right there. She goes, "No." She goes, "In fact, the guys, when they let them out, she goes, we get guys that have just gotten out all the time." And several of them have told me, they're like, "I don't want to do nothing again to get put back in that place." And she goes, "They're getting out I'm getting to see them on their best day that they haven't had in a long time." So she goes, "No, I am not worried one bit." And I bring that up for a reason, because if there's anybody from outside of this community watching, Huntsville, I don't want to say unfortunately, because TDC is a huge part of this community.
Yeah.
But so many people that don't know about Huntsville, they refer to it as
Prison City.
Prison City. Yeah. And it's so much more than that, though. It really is. And I know when I was growing up in Georgetown, that's all that we knew about Huntsville. We just knew that it was where the prison was and, the prison system. But I want to tell folks, man, I feel so safe here in this community. I really do. Even that we have the prison system, but I think that's just that much more law enforcement.
Well, I would think that they'd want to get away as fast as possible.
Yeah, they don't want to stick around this town. And I really do. I have always felt extremely safe here in Huntsville.
Never has occurred to me.
Yeah, never. And I'm not knocking my hometown. I felt more nervous there, honestly, than I do here. When I had my IT company in downtown Georgetown, there was a couple of times that my vehicle was broken into there, and it was the weirdest thing because there was lights everywhere, and it was right downtown, and there was always traffic, and it was the strangest thing. Twice my Jeep was broken into, and I never left anything valuable except a bunch of pennies in there, and the pennies were, you could tell whoever broke, they were angry because there was nothing in there, and they threw all those pennies. They were all over the place. So, you're
not supposed to leave anything in your car that is visible.
Yeah, nothing. And the only thing
to tempt people.
Yeah, I didn't have anything in there except those pennies, and they were in the console. So they opened up the console, and I remember telling my brother, I was like, well, I guess somebody was angry because I didn't find anything because the pennies were literally all over the place. And somehow they had managed to, I locked the doors. I always kept the doors locked and everything. They managed to pry the door open and, just bam, bam, done. So, but Huntsville is very safe. And I want to encourage people, man, if you're thinking about, come visit this town. It is so great here. People are so nice. And it has just been, honestly, for us, when we came back, we were thinking, where are we going to go? And we right away said, we're going to go right back to Huntsville. And I'm glad
you came back.
I'm glad, too. Rick, I needed you.
You did?
I was so sad when we left because we didn't, I guess it takes a while. Maybe that can be a Kay's Wednesday wisdom down the road. It's like how maybe some ideas on how long it takes to form a friendship, those kind of things. Because I was in Fargo for 8 months, and I met a couple of people, but I don't guess we were there long enough to develop really deep connections with anyone. I was so busy working, and I was always on the go, and I got to know my Phil Hansen, the guy that I worked with, and he and I still talk, but there wasn't those deep connections like I made here in Huntsville. And Rick, you were one of them, Kay, one of them, but I missed that. I genuinely missed. I told Bridget like 6 months, like, did we make a mistake? And she's, why? I said, I'm living everything I ever wanted to do, but I was like, I miss the people. I just miss that feeling of Huntsville. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not being corny, but it's a special feeling. Speaking of special feelings, there was a really cool award ceremony. I liked how they did it this year with the chamber.
I did too.
You want to highlight a little bit about that, Rick? The awards luncheon. We went to it.
We went to the awards luncheon. Kay and I were both nominees. I think you were too, weren't you? And neither one of us won anything, but
Well, none of us won anything.
Yeah, but Rob gave a very nice invocation.
Yeah, but it's nice to be nominated.
Yeah. It was great. I liked the format of it because it put the full and for folks that don't know what we're talking about, the chamber has always had the awards with the gala, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so this year they decided to split that. And I'm going to tell you, Jason Brandolini is doing such an awesome job.
I really
with
like
the chamber.
Jason. Mm-hmm. He's one of my favorite people now.
He's one of those guys that if he says something, he's gonna
Yep.
do it. And I'll never forget. He was like, "Well, I'll call you later." And I try hard. My problem is I just cannot. It's a problem. I cannot remember things unless I write them down. I've been that way my entire life, and he's got a photographic memory. I'll call you back in a couple hours. 2 hours on the dot later, he calls me back. Yeah, I told you I'd call you. It's like, man, I appreciate that. You know, can I have part of your brain somehow? So
I wish.
But
He's a stand-up guy, though.
yeah, very nice. And it was really neat because the way they did it, it put the full focus on the awards.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was great. And it was, you were in and out. You know, the time that they said, I think, what was it, 11:30 to 1?
Mm-hmm.
And we were out of there by 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Few
they
They
minutes
kept
before.
it moving right along.
Who was it, Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse catered it.
Did y'all eat the pork chop or the, what was it, pork chop or chicken?
I had a pork chop, and she had chicken.
How was the chicken? Was good?
Yeah.
And she had most of my pork chop, too.
Pork chop was really good.
Yeah.
I love that. And you know what's so cool about that there at Texas Roadhouse? It's not. There was a couple of employees there, but
Well, I saw Anthony.
that's what I was going to say. Who was there?
And then Kara was running back and forth.
The owners were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're always there when they do those type of events. And I thought that was really neat. So just wanted to say congratulations to all the award winners. You know, Walter Bennett, great man over at First National Bank. He won the
Sandhop, was it?
the Ed Sanhop award. Rhonda Ellisor won the Spirit of Huntsville
Yeah,
award.
that was a good one there.
I texted her and I said congratulations, and she goes, I guess she didn't know she was going to win it because she replied, "Oh wow," in all caps, and then she said, "I'm so sorry. I have strep throat. I couldn't be there." And I was like, "Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't have texted you that you won." So that was pretty cool. And then there was Louisiana. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Deanna Irwin got the key member.
Key member award. Well, I kind of expected that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's doing everything all the time.
It was weird because you and I were both nominated for that.
Yeah,
Rick.
but I knew Deanna would get that
Oh
one.
yeah, I knew too, and she well deserved it. And
She did.
I told Bridget, you just said, Kay, you know, it's great to be nominated. I told Bridget when someone sent me that, and I felt kind of bad, honestly, because I said I promote the chamber, but there's people that promote it a million times more than me, not in a negative way, but I'm not able to be at a lot of the events. I mean, we do the ambassadors.
Yeah.
We do that, and then I bring the chamber on once a month on the show, and we talk. But man, outside of that, I haven't been able to do a lot. And when Deanna was on there, I was like, oh, Deanna, absolutely.
Yeah,
she is always there.
She's working all the time.
Yeah, so
And she does a fantastic job.
She
And
does.
I love her sense of humor.
It's real. It's real dry. Like, you know, it's awesome.
Yeah. She can make me laugh. And a lot of people can't do that.
There was something. We were in an ambassador. We were, you know, when we go to the meetings before we leave.
When we were texting each
Yeah, it was something about. What was it about a vet?
about a dog, I thought.
Yeah, there was something about a dog, and I forget what it was.
We were
See, this is her humor. I'm at Burger King this was like a month ago,
Yeah.
and just I get a random text message from her. Enjoy the Whopper. Like that's her sense of humor, right? I just enjoy that Whopper, and I was like, "Where are you at?" Didn't even see her. And I know she wasn't driving. You know, that's a very strict thing, and I appreciate the awareness, you know, that she's brought to this community, honoring her daughter. I think it's great that, you know, what she's able to do. But there was something on here I was trying to find. There was something about a vet, and we were all joking about it during the meeting. And
Well, we kept texting back and forth. I think we got in trouble for something.
I don't remember. I think someone had asked her about they mistaked her for somebody, and so I texted her in the meeting. I was like, "Can I bring you my dog later?" She's like, "Sure, bring him on by." It just, you have to know her for real.
This is one of the few times we weren't sitting next to each other.
Yeah, it's not good when Rick and I sit next to each other. Actually, it's really good. It's,
Yeah,
it's
I
one of my
enjoy it.
favorite times. But talking about that, Kay, you're on the board of directors with the chamber. What is, I'll just ask you this: kind of, what's that experience been like? How many years is this
This will be my 4th year.
your 4th year? Or okay, awesome. What has that been like? Just being able to be involved and promote and see what they're doing.
It's been kind of a rough ride because we were on there when Laura left the chamber, and then
Ray left.
Then trying to find a new marketing person. Then Ray left, and but I really, really am enjoying the new people that have been hired. I think it's going to take the chamber in a nice new direction and be very positive. They're working on rebranding to make it more inclusive for Walker County, because it's kind of like Huntsville, Walker County, and so the county kind of gets left out a little bit, and it's just kind of like Huntsville's the big deal, and so we're making it more Walker County focused to include all of the towns in Walker County.
I've always told folks that anybody that starts a business, you have got to join the local chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care what people think or what they've said or what's happened. You got to put any of that. You have to be part of it. And here's the deal. When you join the chamber, you are the chamber. As a member, you are the chamber. And it's up to you to network and get to meet people. They provide the avenue for you to do so. And then it's just up to you to get up and go to the events and meet people and network.
And this coming Thursday's a small chamber breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my mistake when I first opened the school. I joined, but I wasn't as involved and didn't get out in the community and meet people. Of course, when you first open, you're also running the day-to-day, have to be there all the time. It's hard to leave for a meeting or go to the breakfast or anything like that. And I remember when we first started going to the breakfast, I was all nervous, standing up in front of talking to people.
She was scared of the mic.
Now you're on the mic.
Well, I was used to talking in front of people. It didn't bother me, but she didn't like it much.
I would dread standing up and saying who I was and stuff. And after standing up in front of 1,500 people and giving a speech, this isn't anything anymore.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned something, Kay, about how, when you open a business, you got to be there. And you're exactly right. Now, my business and your business was a little bit different because when I had my IT company, I could leave because I'd put a sign. This is funny. You're gonna laugh at this because I could put a sign on the door and say, "We'll be back in an hour." Went to the chamber lunch. You can't do that with the children. Be back in an hour. Your kids are locked up in the back.
Not gonna be good.
Or you show up with like 20 of them in a bus at the chamber lunch. Hey guys, just didn't want to miss the lunch. Got the kids with me.
That would get expensive quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're in a whole different industry. And so you got to find something that works for your industry. And it is important to be involved. I've always said be involved in the chamber and get involved in at least one service organization. And we are blessed here in Huntsville to have many service organizations. The Lions Club, the Rotary Club. Y'all are Rotarians. And
we just did that recently, last 3 or 4 years. And, that's something I didn't even know how to join. I guess both of us were finally invited to Rotary meeting.
Yeah, by Ellen.
And then we joined. But, we'd never been asked, didn't know how to join, didn't know anything. And my dad was like a Lions Club member for years. And I just never knew how you got involved in those things.
Did we ever have a Toastmasters club here in Huntsville?
Not that I know of.
That's like where they teach you like public
Talking,
speaking, right?
yeah.
I've always wanted to just go to one. I can't join, but I've always just wanted to go to one and see what it was like, But never did. We had one in Georgetown that was pretty busy from what I heard. We used to do something really neat too with just the men. We had a quarterly steak fry, and that was pretty neat. If you were a business owner in town or a business professional, for men it was exclusive to men, and the women's had one too. I don't know what they did, but I think it was our former mayor, Leo Wood, who passed away. He was a good man. I think Leo and a couple of guys started that a long time ago. And then it was just once a month or once a quarter we'd meet, just the men, and we'd have a big old, they call it a steak fry, and there would be steaks. And we just sit around and talk and
Network.
just fellowship, yeah. No, and it'd always lead to something about business, you know. But there was no organized structure of we're going to have this program and that. We'd meet at the park, and it would be a random email. You wouldn't even know when it was. You'd get it about 2 or 3 weeks in prior to when it was going to happen. Oh, hey, we decided we're going to have the steak fry down at the park on 2 Fridays from now, and everyone all the guys show up. There'd be 40 or 50 guys show up. And I'll never forget when I got invited to that. I thought, ooh, I'm part of the club. I finally got invited because my mentor, David Wolf, invited me. He said, hey, you have to come. He goes, this is an invitation only. You can't invite others. I'm going to invite you. And it was really neat. So I started going to those. And then once you got going, it was just kind of a known common courtesy. You know, once you'd been going for a while, then it was okay for you to invite somebody. And just like how y'all were invited to Rotary, you know.
Right. And we could invite a guest now.
Yeah.
If I knew anybody.
One other really important thing that I wanted to highlight. We're going to have Kay's Wednesday Wisdom coming up. Also, Rick and Kay's.
We're not having.
No. Kay's Monday Mindset. See, you get what is it? You get on autopilot.
Yeah. Autopilot does it.
I caught it though. I was like, wait, no, that's not Wednesday.
See, it works because it got ingrained in my brain. Kay's Monday Mindset coming up before too long. We'll also have Rick and Kay's Top 10.
Love how you whisper in Kay's.
That'll be coming up in a minute. I did want to highlight one other thing. Last night I had an opportunity to go to the pre-grand opening of the Raven Italian Bistro and Bar. That is, man, I got so much flack on social media. Where is it at? You never put the address. I said downtown Huntsville, you know.
Drive by.
I mean, everyone in town drives by. The sign's been up for, 6 months?
It's been up for a long time.
And even in the picture, it showed the donut wheel through the window. And I'm like, come on, look at the picture. It's right across from the donut. How many donut wheels do we have in Huntsville?
Just one.
So I went and edited my post and put, a couple of blocks down from Cafe Texan, across the street from the donut wheel, and somebody still said, "Where's that?" But it was really neat. They had a little celebration over there from 3 to 6, and I went for just a moment. Met the owner, very nice lady. Her and her husband. They have. Rick will have to correct me. Amore, am I saying that right? Like amore, the word for love.
Amore.
Amore. See, I knew I was going to leave off the A. Amore. They have that in Montgomery. Which has been a really good Italian restaurant. You know, I've got online, read the reviews. They opened that, I think, in 2017, 2018. And so they decided they wanted to open up a restaurant here in Huntsville. And, you know, there's a lot to do with the Raven here in Huntsville, and it goes back to Sam Houston. There's a story about the Raven and all that. And so we went, or I went last night. It was really neat. A lot of folks came, and that is opening officially today at 11 a.m.
Cool.
So it's a new Italian restaurant. You know, we have great food here. Joe's Italian. I love Joe's.
Yeah,
they give back to the community.
You know, I could walk to there too.
I think that it's good. I wanted to mention this, and then we'll take a break. I think it's good that we have so many choices to eat here in Huntsville. And I think it's good to have more, because when you have more restaurants, I think what it does is in someone's mind, at least it does for me, it makes me think about going out to eat more, because there's so many choices. If you only had 2 or 3 places, you're like, well, I'm tired of that place. I'm tired. But now you have so many choices. I think that it's beneficial in a community when you start having more restaurants, you know. And I talked to I was talking to Delphina about that a while back, and she goes, yeah, it's great. She's like, there's a ton of Mexican restaurants, but it helps me because, you know, there's so many that people can choose, like, well, let's go here this week, or let's go here. And so they're not going to the same – people don't want to go to the same place every other day unless it's Rick and Cafe Texan.
Right. Well, you also want to go to Delphina on Monday night for trivia.
Yeah, which, by the way, congratulations.
Yeah.
You guys were the trivia
Well, only because Troy and Rachel got all the answers.
Okay.
And then they had to leave.
Yeah, come back. Well, hey, let us
And then I determined that Demi Moore had to be older than me. It's the only reason why we got the final question right.
Nice. Well, yeah, come on out. Tonight happening, right?
Yep.
Tonight over there at Rodeo. What time do y'all normally get there?
It depends on who's coming. If I got to get a lot of tables, I get there at 5, or a lot of chairs. But I haven't talked to anybody that's coming today.
Because they start at 6, but they always say to get there early because it's packed now.
It
There's
is
no
packed.
room if you don't get there early.
If you're not a regular, you might not get in.
We'll come tonight. We're going to take a break.
There's
and,
usually a few tables. I mean, unless you're bringing a big crowd of
Yeah.
10 people or something. but
And
if-
there is another room
yeah.
back there
Yeah.
oh, that's
you know.
right. Yeah, the side room.
where we had the watch party.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
But if there's like 4 people that want to play trivia, there's usually 3 or 4 tables left.
Awesome. Speaking of watch parties, runoff.
There's a runoff December the 13th.
December the 3rd. Is that just a one-day vote?
No, there's the early voting the week before.
Okay, and that
But not
runoff.
Saturday or Sunday.
That runoff is for the city elections. I know for
Ward 1.
council, Ward
Yep.
1. One guy that I know is on that. So, but that's going to be
That's
cool.
it. Just those 2 people.
That's the
are-
only runoff, right?
That's the
the
only.
Only thing to vote on.
Awesome. Man,
And somebody has to get 50% of the vote, or
and you have to live in that ward, Ward 1.
you have to live in Ward 1 to vote.
Could y'all adopt me just for a couple of weeks?
We
you know?
cannot.
No,
That's
I know.
not legal.
I know it doesn't work that way. But yeah, that's coming. What you said, December the
13th.
13th. Yeah, so make sure you get out and vote and be a part of that too. That's great.
And
Well,
there's only voting at the annex.
just at the annex. Okay, awesome. Well, hey, we're going to take a break. Do us a favor real quick. Let us know that you're out there and what you're thankful for. We always like to get Monday started off on the right mindset. You used to get a little Wednesday wisdom. Now you get a little Monday mindset. So let us know what you're thankful for this morning. It really does make a difference. I've had so many people in the community. In fact, at the awards luncheon, there was a lady I was talking to that I didn't know, and she had said, "Hey, you're the one that does that show with a lot of folks." I said, "Yes, ma'am." She goes, "I just love the positive atmosphere of that show." She goes, "I enjoy it, and I get to watch from time to time." And so when you comment in and you say what you're thankful for, that spurs other people to be reminded of what they're thankful for. So do that this morning. We'll take a break. Tara Burnett joining us, too. We'll get to that here in a moment. She's got some cool news. And also, hey, Mr. Bob is joining us. Robert Kane, our VSO, Veteran Service Officer, this morning. Always good to see Mr. Bob on. So we'll take a break. We'll be back. It's KAYE'S, almost said it again, Monday Mindset when we come back. It is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville. Thanks for hanging out with us as we start a new week here in Huntsville. It's brought to you by Tomorrow's Promise Montessori School. Stay with us.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe. I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. This is KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
This is Kay Boehning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit
94.3. Welcome back at it, friends. How about a nice Rick Boehning 39 degrees this morning? His favorite weather?
No.
Humidity.
No.
Hey, the good news is humidity's at 57%, so it is a nice,
It's cold.
cold day for Rick. Red flag warning today, too, so
It's going to be windy. Man.
don't burn stuff. We're under a burn ban, I
I
believe.
saw that.
So burn ban. High today, only 56, but then Rick, tomorrow, Veterans Day, sunny and 70.
See, that's more my style.
More your style.
I get kind of torpid when it falls below 60.
Well, it is that time of the week. You know, we want you to get started out on the right way as we start each new week, and it's time for KAYE'S Monday Mindset. And today, talking maybe a little energy and a little peace in our lives this morning. Kay, what do you think? So we'll hand it over to you, Kay.
So we've been talking, and we've learned that big change starts with small wins. Strong mornings set the tone for success. Challenges can become our greatest teachers, and real leadership begins the moment we choose to lead with heart, not title. That's what we've been talking about the last few weeks. So today is protect your energy and protect your peace. You can't pour from an empty cup. We've all heard that phrase, but living it out, that's where the work begins. Robin Sharma reminds us that your focus is your fortune. The truth is, your energy is one of your greatest assets. When you give it away to stress, negativity, or distractions, there's not much left for the things that matter most. Guarding your peace doesn't mean ignoring people or problems. It means choosing what deserves your time, attention, and heart. And why this matters. What you focus on grows. Again, what you focus on grows. If you focus on chaos, you'll feel more of it. But if you focus on gratitude and growth, you'll start noticing more good things around you. Your thoughts plant the seeds of your reality. Not every fire is yours to put out. Sometimes we wear ourselves out trying to fix things that aren't ours to fix. It's okay to let people own their own problems while you focus on staying steady in your lane. Rest is not a reward, it's a requirement. You don't have to earn peace by running yourself ragged first. Taking time to rest, pray, or sit quietly with your thoughts is how you refuel your purpose. So the peace challenge for this week is limit your time around negativity, whether it's people, news, or social media. This protects your mindset and keeps your energy focused on what matters. You need to schedule quiet moments. Block 10 minutes a day to breathe, pray, or simply be still. It helps you recharge and think clearly. You need to set boundaries. Say no, kindly
Why'd you
but
look at me when
firmly.
you said that?
That was like,
I'm waiting for him to jump in and say, when are you going to start doing this?
Oh, she looked at
No.
me. I thought, am I overstepping my boundaries?
I saw it.
No, because I don't say no often enough.
To me?
No.
Oh, well, I was gonna say-
well, I just said it now, but
All you do is say no to me.
Okay, but I have this idea. No, I'm just kidding.
So say no, kindly but firmly, when something drains your peace. Create space for what you truly deserves your yes. And final thought, your peace is precious. Don't give it away cheaply. Every yes you give should reflect your values, not your guilt. This week, choose calm over chaos, rest over rush, and faith over frustration. Because when you protect your peace, you protect your purpose.
You said something, Kay, that was so important. That was all important. You know, this is 5 weeks of this. We've been going over these different things.
Yeah,
to
and it's been
improve.
5 weeks of hard lessons for me.
Hey, it's inspired me, Kay. You know, this morning when I woke up, I'm not even joking. This morning there was a song that was in my head, and the song was "Today is gonna be a good day," and it just you feed what you focus.
Yeah.
And this is a divine sign because our pastor was weeks ago. And you know, when you hear a sermon, you don't ever remember everything, but you remember bits and pieces of it. And the one thing that I remember from a couple of weeks ago is he said, you feed what you focus on. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, what am I focusing on? And am I feeding that? Am I constantly putting into being negative, or am I constantly being into putting positive? Am I constantly trying to look for more problems, or am I looking for more solutions? And that was affirmation. You just saying that a while ago, that this is exactly what I needed to hear and more people need to hear. And so think about that this morning. What are you focusing on? Because that's what you're feeding. Focus on the good. Doesn't mean the bad doesn't exist, because it does, and we have to acknowledge it. Somebody the other day said, well, Rob, you need to report on all the bad news around town too. And I said, there are sources that do that, and they need to do that. I will never, ever knock any other media source for doing that, because people need to know what's going on.
Yeah.
You need to know that the guy down the street's a bad dude. You need to know that there's certain things going on. You need to know what happened, because at the gas station, if something happened, you need to know those things. We have a different approach, and that's what we do. It doesn't mean that we're better than anybody else. We're definitely not. We're all equal in the eyes of the Lord.
I agree.
But for us, that's what we feed, what we focus on. So we try to focus on that to promote that. But then on a personal level, are you focused on growth? Are you feeding your growth? Are you reading books? Kay, you're big on, literacy, and obviously childhood literacy with Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, which, by the way, I sent you that in Fargo. I thought of it. And I did not follow up with you because the Dolly Parton's Imagination, they were all excited. They're in Fargo. They brought the program back, and immediately I thought of Kay, so I texted her a screenshot. But I started, and I almost sent you this, and I didn't. That area has over 400,000 people, which is incredible. We have, 40,000, if that? We're not comparing. We're not competing, because any book in any child's hand is great.
Yeah.
They're doing 400 books a year. 400,000 people. Over 1,050 books a year, 40,000 people. That's a lot of hard work, okay? So I forgot to text you that, but I was thinking about it. So we're blessed to have that. But again, what are you focusing on?
Yeah.
And maybe that's the challenge this morning. Is Kay, had a challenge question. That's a challenge question I have for you this morning. Is what are you focusing on this week? And you, as you said, take it in little steps. Don't think about. I get overwhelmed if I think about, man, what do I got to focus on this year? I can't focus on this year. It scares me to focus on this. And we only have less than 2 months left, and I'm scared to focus on the rest of this year. I just want to focus on this week. Little things at a time. This week, what do I got to do? Got a couple of bills that I need to pay. Got a couple of sales things I need to do. Officiating a wedding on Friday. And putting together stuff here at the church. Those are the 4 things that I'm focusing on this week. I'm not focusing on, I'm thinking about the radio station, obviously. I'm thinking about those things, and I'm doing a little bit, but I'm not focusing my full energy on those things. I'm focusing on, here's what I got to get done this week. Being mindful of the future, but not focusing on it, because it would be way too overwhelming. My chest is hurting thinking about it. So that's what is kind of your, I don't know, maybe leading into this, then we'll take a break. I know we got to sign off at 8:30. We still got a little bit of time, but I mean, what's part of maybe your routine in the morning, Kay, that kind of helps you to maybe refocus on some things from time to time? Or let me word it this way. What's a good way to refocus? Because all of us get out of focus. So what's a good way maybe to kind of stop, pause, be mindful about something we're doing, and refocus, if that makes sense?
First thing is do not touch your phone.
Good one.
You need to practice what you preach.
Oh, sorry.
This is the only person I know that takes their phone in the shower. So.
I'm listening to a sermon.
No, you're playing your game.
Okay.
No, but this is good. See, it's self-reflection.
But I usually get up in the morning.
She does listen to a sermon.
Yes, I usually get up in the morning and I listen to a sermon. Most of the time, 2 sermons while I'm getting ready. I do have a game that I play, but while I'm listening to the sermon.
Constantly.
Because I fidget. So it's my fidget.
But here's what you're feeding. Look, though, you're focusing on the sermon. You're feeding your spirit. You're feeding your soul. See?
And so.
Don't give her excuses.
But when I have my normal morning that I try to have, I have the two sermons I focus on, and I get up, get ready, and I do my exercises. And then when I'm done with that, I would like to read for 15 to 30 minutes. I've gotten a little bit behind recently, so I've been just starting some of my work. Mm-hmm. But generally, you should get up and do 15 minutes of prayer, reading, do something that spiritual, meditate, something like that. 15 minutes of reading, 15 minutes of exercise, and I can't remember the other one that I'm supposed to be doing. I've went blank. Anyway, but a lot of people get up and the first thing they do is they read the news, or they're on social media, and mm-hmm. social media has been shown to increase the rates of depression.
Golly, yeah.
And I have a friend that is a political news junkie, but it bothers her and makes her stressed out, mm-hmm. and worries her, and just puts her in a negative set. She's like, I need to stop, paying so much attention to the news, kind of thing. And I mean, I think she even watches, C-SPAN and, the congressional hearings and things like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably a little bit too much.
Yeah, because that's so dry and boring.
But, the thing is garbage in, garbage out. Mm-hmm. And so, like when I first met Rick, I watched a lot of true crime, read a lot of true crime books. A lot of the things I listened to and watched on TV and stuff like that, the criminal element, the psychology and stuff like that fascinated me.
So she's saying if I ever come up missing.
You're studying.
They've come out with better programs since then that I don't watch.
Dun, dun.
But, he was like, oh, there's so much of that already in the world. Let's watch funny things, And so I started paying attention to that and stopped doing, the true crime and the different things like that. Still interests me, but I stopped doing it. And that has gradually over the years shifted my mindset in that area. I got really serious about my mindset a couple of years ago. But, that little thing that he started way back when was like, oh, yeah, there is enough negativity in the world. Let's watch, watch funny shows and cartoons, and most of the movies we would go and see would be funny movies. You know, occasionally we'd go see an action movie or something, but you know, most of it's not, you know, shoot 'em up shows. It's, you know, cartoon kind of things, funny stuff. And so that's where, you know, I've started to see a shift even way back then, you know, just that little subtle thing. But I don't get up and usually grab the phone the first thing in the morning and read the news. I have got up, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up, I start reading the Bible on my phone.
That's good.
And I'd probably read it in my book, but, you know, it'd probably wake him up. I'd turn the light up, and, you know, because you're not supposed to do the screen time because it doesn't help you go back to sleep and all this kind of stuff. But I don't want to get up out of bed, go into another room and get, you know, read my Bible. I just want to lay in bed where it's warm.
Well, if you get up, it's going to wake me up.
Yeah, so
I bought
I might
one
as well get up and turn the light on.
Yep.
and read.
I bought one of these little lights on eBay that clips onto the bed because Bridget, you know, is real. She'll go to sleep with the TV on. It's like a family thing. Her mom does the same thing, and I'll usually turn it off. It doesn't, you know, she'll fall asleep sometimes before me, so I'll turn it off or whatever. But I got this little light because I didn't want to interrupt her, you know, when she's asleep, and I bought a light on Amazon, and it's neat because it has like 3 different light settings, and so you can put it on the blue light, I think is the one they say, if you have any, and then it's got a little knob on it so you can adjust the focus. And where I got the idea was at a hotel, because one night I realized at the hotel they had the little bed lamp, the little light that was on a
That comes out
little
on the
worm, you know, that you can move around, and it didn't bother her. And it was like this one little bubble of light right in front of me, and I was like, whoa, it's not even bright over there for her. And so it worked. So I bought one for the house. So every once in a while I'll fire that thing. I'll have to send that to you. It's a really neat little light. It plugs in USB and it just clips onto the bed, and it works. Well, that is a very important KAYE'S Monday mindset. So think about those things this morning. And my takeaway kind of goes back to a couple of weeks ago, and you confirmed it, is, you know, you feed what you focus on. So focus on things that are good and focus on things that are successful. You know, if you want to be successful, then start focusing on things that are going to help you be successful. One, read the Bible. That's the biggest thing. Start with that. I'm never going to elude from that. You've got to read the manual for life, for everlasting life, and it's, you know, it's right here. And if this thing's got some dust on it, don't feel guilty, because you can do this right here, Kay. And then you open it up, and guess what? There's no dust on those pages. So open it. And if you don't know where to start, I used to call this touch versing. If you don't know where to start, you just do this right here, and then you go, boom, right there. A discussion about the Sabbath. There, look at that right there as soon as I open it up. Right there. That's important. You better go to church on Sunday. See, that's what the Lord's telling me. But very good. KAYE'S Monday Mindset. We'll have that article up on the website today as well.
I do have one more comment.
Yeah, please.
I used to fall asleep with the TV on. And you know, the program you're watching that you fell asleep to or whatever, it changes when you're watching regular TV. Now, if you're watching whatever we watch that shuts off, but
Roku.
You know, if you're watching regular TV, it continues to go on, and you know what the next program's going to be. And so, you know, I went to sleep. After about the second time this happened, I was like, nope, no more. But, you know, something came on after was very horrible, and it had a lot of bad language and different things in it. The program I was watching before did not. And, you know, the later it gets, the worse some of those programs get. And I woke up and had nightmares and things like that. And so I realized I was feeding that stuff into my mind while I was sleeping. And you don't have your guards up for processing and filtering things that is being pumped into your mind while you're sleeping.
It's like if you go to sleep, because it's subconscious, right? And you're hearing those things. It's like you go to sleep watching TBN, you think it's, you know, okay, it's Trinity Broadcast Network, good programming. You fall asleep listening to Billy Graham. Well, then you fall asleep, old Benny Hinn comes on, and in your dreams, you're brothers, and you're throwing people off the stage. I'm just kidding. Well, let's take a brief break, and when we come back, Rick, I knew you'd like that one.
I did enjoy that.
I in my dream, I had a white coat on, a little dove. And, we'll take a brief break, and when we come back, we'll wrap it up with Rick and KAYE'S Top 10. Stay with us. We are here. It's Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Hey, the best early childhood education right here. It's in Walker County. You can go to tomorrowspromise.info. 28 years, over 28 years of serving our county. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll wrap it up when we come back with the top 10. Don't go anywhere.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust. Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
This harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit Radio.fm.
Bouncing head.
Coming at you live from the inspiration capital of the world at Studio 1229J. It's time for Rex and Kay's Top 10. All right, here we go.
And guess what we're celebrating today? Today is a National U.S. Marine Corps Day.
Because the few, the proud, the Marines, make the rest of us look like we're still stretching before sunrise.
They do. They do. Okay. And what do you want? Oh, today we're celebrating National U.S. Marine Corps Day. 249 years of courage, grit, and doing hard things before most of us have even found our shoes.
Hey now, I'm up before sunrise too. I've got get up and go, just not 100,000 push-ups worth.
100,000 push-ups? Wow.
Have you seen those guys? They look like they could do 100,000 push-ups.
Okay, number 10. Wake up early like a Marine. The difference is they're running drills while we're running on caffeine.
And they look a lot better doing it.
Number 9. Try a Marine workout. If you survive the warm-up, you've earned the right to brag for the rest of your life.
I'll just count loading the car, opening the school, and hurting 3-year-olds as my cardio.
Number 8. Practice Marine discipline by making your bed. Bonus points if the corners are sharp enough to bounce a quarter.
Around here, if the bed's made, Rick's coffee's on, we're winning.
Number 7, eat an MRE for lunch to see how tough Marines really are.
I'll pass. My taste buds have lots and lots of boundaries.
Yes, they do. Number 6, stand tall when you see the flag because while we're teaching lessons and living daily life, Marines are out there protecting all of it.
Absolutely. That's why we teach our students what real heroes look like.
Number 5, try saying half a second, then realize you pulled something.
And that's why I keep the first aid kit handy.
Number 4, watch a Marine Corps drill team video. Then look at our teamwork and realize we couldn't even pass a stapler in sync.
True story. I got zero rhythm.
Number 3, Marines has Semper Fi, always faithful. We've got Semper on time, always early, always ready.
That's right. We may not do push-ups, but we'll be there before everyone else.
Number 2, thank a Marine. Whether they're serving now or served long ago, everyone deserves our gratitude.
Amen. Their discipline keeps our freedom strong and reminds us of what commitment really looks like.
And the number 1, take a moment today to stand proud, because the reason we get to laugh, learn, and live free is because Marines never stop showing up.
And we'll never stop saying thank you to every Marine, past and present. Semper Fi.
And from all of us here in Huntsville, we salute you.
You make us proud to be Americans, and even prouder to call you heroes.
Amen. That's great. I love it. Thank y'all for your service, everyone who has served. And, there is one that watches. I know his wife watches, but Linda and Richard Horn. Richard received a commendation medal this past weekend, and so I wasn't able to be there, but congratulations and thank you for your service to our good friend, Mr. Richard Horn. I'll tell you, that's a man's man right there.
It is right there. I love his hat.
Okay, I know you got to get rolling. Do you have 2 minutes, 2 quick minutes? Do you want to do this right here?
Yeah, it's up to
I'm not
him.
going to do it. You guys
You
go
want
ahead.
me to?
I'll watch
You want to do it? I'll do it with you.
You can be Rick.
Okay, you ready?
You got to help me.
All right.
No, I don't.
You ready? I don't know, but I've been told.
I don't know, but I've been told.
Marines are brave. Marines are bold.
Marines are brave and Marines are bold.
They rise up early and train all day.
While we're drinking coffee on Hello Huntsville Hay.
Hoorah song, Semper Fi proud.
We salute our heroes clear and loud.
Red, white, blue, and Texas skies.
Marines stand tall and freedom flies.
They march with heart, they fight with grace.
We thank each Marine in every place.
Hello Huntsville's got one thing to say.
We love our Marines every day.
Hoorah! There we go.
You were flat.
Hey, that was good.
She was flat.
No, that was
I told you I needed help. I don't
Yeah.
sing.
That was our salute. Kay put that together, by the way.
She
Great
did
job,
put that
Kay.
together. It is the what do you call it? Not the tempo. The
cadence.
The meter.
The meter.
The meter was on.
Oh, okay. Well, I liked it. It was a good. Kay, it was a good meter. Okay.
The
did.
sentiment is there, even
You
if the
had good
delivery. That's why I wanted help.
I'm not a good helper.
Hey, Bridget rated our song, our happy birthday that we sang to her, about a 3 out of 10, by the way.
Wow.
So we were at least on the scale. We weren't,
We weren't negative.
we weren't negative. Well, hey, that'll wrap it up. One quick announcement. We're going to officially release this tomorrow, but I did receive a confirmation earlier that it's okay to. There's something I've been working on for a couple of years, and we were waiting for the right opportunity to do this. And we are proud to announce officially tomorrow, but a little preview announcement. Be on the lookout for something called Hero Field. We're going to announce the details. It's going to take place in 2026, but it's a project that we've been working on and really excited about this. I think it's something that's going to be incredible for our community and very patriotic. That's another thing Huntsville's known for is its patriotism and just our commitment to veterans, and that's led by wonderful folks like Tara Burnett. She does such a great job at the
She
Hearts
does a
Veterans Museum.
fantastic job, and she's so sweet. Have you talked to her?
Oh, my goodness, yeah. And so Tara was joining us earlier, and she did also mention, I wanted to say something. She had mentioned that the Marine Corps birthday lunch today at 11 a.m., $15 from Mackenzie's Barbecue is catering. I think that's open to everyone, too, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
Tara,
it is.
I don't think you have to be a Marine. It's just to celebrate Marines. And so, Tara, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but it's catering today at the Hearts Veterans Museum over there at the, I would assume it's at the storm shelter right across the breezeway there. $15, and you can be a part of that. So,
And tomorrow's the Veterans Dinner.
yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, there's a lot going on, and all the Veterans Day festivities. Yeah, they're doing that dinner tomorrow, and we will officially put out a press release. But in 2026, we're going to bring something to Huntsville called Hero Field. We're really excited. We have a website that we're launching with that as well, and so stay tuned in. We were talking about this. There's no way we could have launched it this year, even though we started the pre-planning probably about 5 or 6 months ago. But we want to make sure that we do this right and honor those that have served and that are serving. And so stay tuned for details on that. But that'll wrap it up. Kay, any final comments? Thanks. Fun morning. Got me fired up this morning. I'm ready to have a great positive day today.
Good.
And you know what happened? I don't say this negatively. You talk about putting too much. We were talking about sometimes you just need to say no and putting too much on your plate. I've stepped aside. There's this huge weight that's lifted off my shoulders. I stepped aside for this term from my college studies. I just felt like it was too much right now with my wife's work schedule with my schedule. And I prayed about it, and I was like, I don't want to quit because I've been in it a year and a half. I've maintained a good, but I'll tell you what, just I needed that time to kind of step away for a moment. And I'm going to tell you what, it's like I've gained about 30% more energy because I'm not up all night and doing all this. And sometimes you just got to say, you know what, I need a break and I need to pause.
Yeah.
And
How many
focus.
hours were you taking?
Oh, I was taking 6 credit hours, but that's 30 to 40 hours a week of schoolwork, and that's considered part time. And I'm sitting there thinking, like Michelle, who used to be here, helping us as an intern. That girl's taking like 5 classes. I'm like, how do you? That's like, my goodness, how do you do that? So it's okay to say no. It's okay to step aside sometimes, and don't beat yourself up over it. If you need to step aside, step aside. So, Rick, any final comments?
I have none, except I hope you have a great day.
Hope you have a wonderfully great day, Rick.
Well, just got to one-up me there.
Yeah. Hope you have a good day. Well, hey, for
A fabulous, fantastic day.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, for Kay and Rick Boehning, I'm Rob Hipp reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're really not. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there needs you. Get this week started off right. And, hey, remember, focus. You got to be careful because you feed what you focus. So this morning, feed yourself good things. That'll do it. For, again, Rick and Kay, I'm Rob, and I want to remind you, too, Tomorrow's Promise. Go online, tomorrowspromise.info, to get your children enrolled today. It's a great way to start out the new year, and you can start that process right now. Get your children enrolled at Tomorrow's Promise. That'll do it. We'll see you back tomorrow, 7:30, as we'll have Guardian Defense, Jason Thompson, with us. Until then, so long. See y'all later. Thank y'all. Have a blessed day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Huntsville.